Good morning, students. As the continuation of the last class, I said that in this class we are going to create a table lamp rig. In that rig, we are going to apply all the options, or mostly what are all the options available in this constraints. Okay, so we are going to get the clear knowledge of these constraints. We are going to apply this into a single model by rigging it. So let us take this image as a reference, and I'm going to create a very simple model in few minutes, so that it cannot be more complicated model in the beginning itself, because if the model is too complicated with too many options and all, it will be tough to understand. So I'm going to create a duplicate of this with a simple base mesh. Okay, so I'm just taking my modeling tool. I'm going to create something similar, or which may look like a table lamp. Okay, I'm going to this is front view, this is right view. Okay, so so okay, now I'm going to create a cylinder. I'm going to create a cylinder. I'm going to create a sphere. See, this model is not perfect, but this is a very simple model so that the understanding can be easy. Okay, it is easily understandable. First, we apply the techniques in the simple model. Then we can try with complicated models. Okay, because when we are going to human and all, everything will be having separate categories. I mean, separate characteristics. So I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm going to keep it here, making it simple for the purpose of understanding. And now I'm going to create the head or the light part of the table lamp or the study lamp. Okay, so I'm just going to resize it, going to fix it here. Still I feel it is still bigger. Okay, this size is okay, I think so. I'm just making it finalized. Okay, anyway, still if we want more detail, I'm just adding caps. I'm just going to okay. Just imagine this as this. Okay, this is having, for this we need to create few more number of joints. So first, for our clear understanding, we will create what, some working model, right? So again here I feel the base is little bit thicker, so I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to keep it here, right? Also for this I need to create a switch. So see here, I'm creating a switch again. For each and every part we are having different kind of need, okay, and for that need we are having different kind of constraints. You may think, why do I need to create a switch? But once I will apply the constraint for that, you will understand what is the need for that, okay. So everything I will show you practically how it is needed, right? Just duplicating it again, bringing it out. I'm making it more smaller. The front view, I'm going to keep it here, okay. Still I need to reduce it. I'm going to align it here. See, just look at this. Now you get the feel of a switch, okay. Now you get a feel of a switch, right? Right. So here we are going to group all the mesh, okay, all the polygon models except the switch, okay, because the switch needs on off, okay. This is, it is now in off. We need to make it in this direction to feel it like turned on, okay. So this is switch off and this is switch on. So for this we are going to give some kind of constraints or connectivity directly to the mesh itself, okay. So for that, except this part, we are going to combine all the other parts, right? So before that, to get some clarity, I'm just going to give some material for this switch because it is looking in the same color. So I'm going to rendering tab. I'm going to add some material, and for that, better I think I can have some colors. I can add different colors. Yes. Now it is clearly visible. Again for this one, I think I, okay, again for this one, again I should apply some other material. Then again for this switch, I'm going to add some other color, okay. Now it is clear. And now uh, we are going to create joints and bones, and after that, bones based on the bone structure and joint nodes, we are going to combine or group the mesh parts, okay. We have many mesh parts here. We are going to group or combine it according to the bone structure, because since it is a mechanical model, we cannot apply skinning. Okay, if we apply skinning, you may open your previous file, I mean the output of your previous exercise. If you open it, you can check when you give skinning, it won't be looking like mechanical. Okay, it will be looking like realistic human or living organism, right? You can see the fold. If you move the IK handle up or down, you can see the fold appearing in the skin or mesh. The mesh will get transformed. You can see in your previous video or the output of the previous file which you practiced, previous Maya file, right? So now we are not going to use skinning here since it is a mechanical model. Okay, so first we need to create a bone structure. So I'm coming to the graphic view, and for that purpose I'm going to create a layer and give the name geometry. I'm going to add all the polygons into the geometry. Okay, add selected to the add selected objects to the layer. Okay, yes. Okay, now I'm going to make it as reference mode. Okay, I'm going to make it as reference mode. It is in reference mode. Now we can create joints. So I'm going to the rigging tab. Now I am creating joints, taking joints, reset the settings. Before that, I have missed something, like, see, there is a gap between the polygon object and the ground, right? So I should make it sit on the ground so that my rig will work properly. Okay, so I'm not going to make it into reference mode. Going to select everything, bring it down. Okay, now I'm going to make it reference, go to wireframe mode, create joints, reset it, going to click on the base and the stem, or what, it is the mid, I can say. But see, here I am facing the problem, the joint sizes are too big. Okay, so I should reduce the bone radius. You can see short bone radius, it is 5. Okay, 0.5. I'm making it 0.25. Now I'm selecting my first. Oh, it is too small. Okay, 0.025. Okay, sorry. So 0.25. I'm going to click on the base joint or the root joint, because a base or root is where from all the other joints are created. Okay, even we have our rig going to work only from here to here. Okay, but still we need a base joint. Then this is, I can say, this is the base and this is the middle part and this is the top and this is the end. Okay, so base, middle 1 and middle 2 and top and end. Give enter. Now I feel this middle one joint is little bit lower than the model, so I'm selecting D and I'm moving it exactly to the center, and this is okay. And again here in the top I feel it is not perfect. I'm moving it, pressing D, press D. Okay, select the joint, press D, and you can move that particular joint alone. Right, I feel it is right. Now I need to give proper naming for the joints. Joint 1, I'm just going to give the name as base joint, or you can say root joint. Root joint. This joint I'm going to say, give the name mid 1, and this is mid 2, and this is as top joint, and this is as end joint, or you can say it as head. That is the head of the lamp. You can say it as head joint. See, these namings are for understanding, okay, because we are going to rig it with different connectivity constraints and controllers. So whichever is easy for you to understand logically, you can create it. Okay, right. Now the joint structure has been created. So the next step is we need to combine the body parts of this lamp according to its bone structure. Say for example, I'm having one bend here, okay, and one rotation here. This head should rotate, and here it should bend, okay. So I can divide it into how many parts? From here to here, part 1, here to here, part 2, and here to here, part 3. Okay, so 3 parts of the body should be divided, and according to that I need to combine the meshes. So first, initially I'm taking this base sphere and this thing, and I'm going to mesh, go to modeling, there you can see mesh, and give the option combine. Again I'm going to select this, I'm going to select this, and again I'm going to mesh, again I'm going to give combine. Again I'm going to select this, going to select this, shift select, and I'm going to mesh, going to give combine. After combining the needed skins, needed meshes, we are going to give proper naming of this group. Actually we have combined this for which bone? Okay, this bone. There is a bone here, right? Actually there is a bone here. that is called mid one joint. Okay, so from here to here we have combined this one, so I'm going to give proper naming mid skin. The next one is, so this is mid one. Okay, so I'm going to give mid one skin, and for the next one I'm going to give this joint. Okay, so you can see when I'm selecting this joint, okay, mid 2 skin. See, actually when we are doing it in the large scale, there is no need of keep on renaming, but when we are grouping or when we are combining, why we are combining is because we need to have combined objects for a separate purpose. It is not generally some mesh which is available in the window in the Maya screen. Okay, so some for that purpose we need clear understanding, so we are giving proper naming. So here this is which joint, head joint or top joint? Okay, top joint. Okay, so I'm giving this the name top skin or top mesh or whatever it is you can give, but still we are giving the name skin, but we are not going to do skinning. Keep it in mind, that is for the organic modeling. Okay, now I'm going to apply. See, after adding this all the uh, skins or all the mesh into geometry, after making the group or after combining the selected meshes, if I turn off, okay, see, this is not under control of the geometry group, right? So again I think I can select all these three, and again I can add the selected objects. Now I can see only the joints, right? So the next part is we are going to create IK handles. So I am going to take IK handle, create IK handle, reset the tool. I'm going to click on the top of the bone. I'm going to click on the end, and that is how IK handle is created. You can see the IK handle is working fine. Since it is the only one IK handle we are going to have in this entire rig, there is no need to give naming, because it is not right hand 1, right hand 2, leg, or whatever it is. So there is no need to give individual naming, right? So I'm just turning on the geometry. Now I'm going to check if it is working fine or not. So if we are not giving skinning, the connectivity between the bone and the mesh, what it is going to be given to control the mesh by the bone. So that is how we are going to use the parent child concept. Okay, so for this joint I am going to use it as the parent joint, and this mesh I am going to use it as the child mesh. So in parent child concept, child should be selected first. So select the child, shift select the parent, and give P. Press P. Okay. Again come to the top, select the child, shift select the parent, press P, and again come to the top, select the child, shift select the parent, press P. Right. Now let us check. We have connected the bone structures with the skin combinations we have created, with the meshes we have created. Okay. And the bone is now being influenced by IK handle. So IK handle should control the bones and the bone should control the skin. Let us check it is working or not. Yes. Can you see it? We have achieved it. Right? Here we have used parent-child concept to attach the skin with the bones and joints. We did not use skinning method. Okay. In this rigging tab, you can find the skin. You cannot, we did not use the skinning method because it is only for organic modeling. I hope all of you achieved up to this. Then the next part is creating animation controllers. Okay, creating animation controllers, then giving proper constraints, right? So to create animation controllers, I hope it is clear up to this. So we are going to create animation controllers. So we need to analyze what type of controls we need. First, we need an overall base control and one master control. Within that master control, one base control for this base. Then one control in the top or the head of this lamp to get this action down, and the same controller we can use to rotate this head. Okay, we can use the same controller to rotate this head. With the same controller we can give multiple number of constraints. Okay, so master control, base control, one control on the top, and one control for the switch to turn on and off. And I hope I explained you about the pole vector constraint. Okay, the pole vector constraint, I hope you are clear. I have explained it with the human Norman character rig, because the only if we use pole vector constraint we can control this area. Okay, we can control this area, the joint which is present in between the IK handle, in between the two IK handles, 2 points where the IK handles applied. This can be controlled using the point constraint, right? Okay, let us start creating animation controllers. So we are going to create animation controllers. So I'm just coming to the front view or any graphic view. See, we spoke about creating the animation controllers using curves, right? So I'm just going to the top view here. I'm going to create one curve. This curve I'm creating it for the pole vector constraint. For this area I'm going to create the one control. Okay, so I'm going to create or give the name as pole vector control. I'm going to come to the front view again, right, rotate it to the 90-degree. I hope you want you can recall that I said there should be a design style for each and every control. It should be looking different. So I'm going to give some shape. Okay, not too complicated shapes. Okay, just going to make some shape. uh, okay, this is okay for me, and I'm going to resize it. I'm going to rotate it, going to rotate it again. Okay, 180 here, 90 again, 180. Yes, now I'm going to keep it somewhere here because it should not be inside the mesh, so it will not be visible. Okay, keep it somewhere in an understandable distance. Okay, then after creating any controller curve, you know very well, select this controller curve, go to edit, in delete by type, delete the history, then go to modify, give freeze transformation. Okay, that's all. So now hereafter we are not going to move the model, move the rig or any components. Okay, this is the 0th position of each and every component available in this workspace. We have created one controller curve for pole vector. Again we need to create one another controller curve for the head. Okay, so I need to take an unique shape, so I am going to take the EP curve tool. Not going to create it using the circle. I'm going to take the EP curve tool. Again I'm coming to some graphic view. I should take some kind of design, like open the EP curve tool option box. I'm going to click it here, press hold X and click here, click here, click here. So it is cubic. Okay, so I'm just changing it into linear again. I'm going to press X, click here, click here, click here, and again I'm going to click here, and this place, come to this place, again to this place, then I'm clicking here, clicking here, and clicking here and give enter. Okay, now this is my, see, I have created it somewhere else, and see the pivot point is in the middle of the workspace. So go to modify and give center pivot, and also check pivot point for this controller. Okay, yes, it is present there itself, no problem. So I have created this kind of shape. Okay, and I think I should make it is not even, I think. Okay, I should have clicked here, then I should have clicked here. Okay, okay, I'm just going to make it again. Sorry. Yes. I'm going to make it linear. Make it. Click here. Sorry. Press X and click here, 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 here. Again click here. So 1, 2, 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3 boxes. Click here and here and here and here. Again, I think it is the shape is mismatching, I think. Yes. Anyways, this is just for a model, right? Okay, I'm going to modify center pivot, right? I'm going to resize it. I'm coming to the front view. I'm bringing it to the top. I think still I can modify it a little bit. Yes, now it looks even. Okay, so now I'm going to still reduce the size more and rotate it. Come to the top view, move it a little bit and rotate it Y 90 degree, rotate X 90 degree and move to the top. So bring it down. Okay. Bring it, come to the front view, align it exactly on top of the head. Okay. Align it exactly on top of the head. See, no need to bring it exactly into the middle of the IK handle. We have created controller curves for the hand. We have brought it to the middle, but here it is not needed since there is an extension of hand and fingers for that model. For here it is not needed. Okay, so I have done up to this. Then I'm going to edit, delete by type, history, modify, select it, edit, delete by type, history, modify, freeze transformation and give the name head control. Yes. And after creating this head control, we need to create a control for the base. So for that I can use this. I'm taking a circle. I'm going to create it, make it as a master control. Okay. And again, give proper naming master control. It is already exactly in the middle, so no need to move it or something else, but we have resized it, we have scaled it. So go to modify freeze transform. Sorry, modify freeze transform. Again, we need to create one more small controller inside. For that, again, I'm taking EP curve tool. EP curve tool. I'm going to create some random shape. Yes, some triangle shape. Yes. Okay, now this tool, again I'm going to give the name as base control or root control. We have given the joint name as root joint, so give the name as root control. Okay, the same thing, center pivot, make it center pivot, delete history, freeze excuse me, sorry, freeze transformation, sorry, no need to give freeze transformation here. Okay, bring it down, rotate it 90 degree, scale it, move it here, keep it in the center. That's it. Now, right, it is fine. Root control. Now, going to modify freeze transformation. That's all.